Hey, what's going on, everybody? We're going to do another Christian reading, and today is about Giovanni, or rather, Christian's interpretation of Giovanni. Let's get to it. Giovanni was the ruthless leader of Team Rocket, appearing in various Pokemon games for the Nintendo Game Boy and DS machines. Being the very first Pokemon villain, he was also prominently featured in the anime and manga adaptations. Um, Chris naturally saw fit to swipe the character and use him as a half-baked Sonichu villain as well. Because remember, Chris was a huge, and I assume still is a huge fan of Pokemon. So of course he'd want to take the villain as well as the main Pikachu. Giovanni first shows up in Sonichu during Sonichu issue 1. In this narrative, he is the adopted father of Nature, Chris's main rival, and he remains the leader of Team Rocket and the Viridian City Gym as well. Though in the games, Giovanni was defeated by the player and he abandoned both the Rockets and his gym, Sonichu ignores the events of the games, establishing that Giovanni still leads Team Rocket and still maintains a gym/base in Viridian, as seen on Chris's map of Quickville and its surrounding areas. In his first appearance, Giovanni, Nature, Dr. Robotnik, and Bill the Scientist, that's a name, all work together to create Black Sonichu, who they then send off to kidnap Rose Chew as part of their plan to lure Sonichu into a trap and capture him. However, both Sonichu and Sonic go to rescue Rose Chew, leading to a fight with the robotic Sonichu duplicate called Metal Sonichu, also made by Team Rocket. Note that Giovanni in the games is supposed to be a very powerful ground-type Pokemon leader, and in the games, electric types like Sonichu are completely useless against ground types. And yet Giovanni still went out of his way to clone another electric type to fight Sonichu with. That sounds like Christian, honestly. Like I don't know much about Pokemon. Like I haven't kept up with it since I was like in like the 5th or 6th grade. But it does sound like Chris to just ignore shit and make it and repurpose it for his thing. Like when I try to make fan fiction, I try to make it at least plausible in like the real and like the world of the show. Chris didn't even try. So it's even bad as fan fiction. Later, Giovanni appears in Sonichu issue 3, giving orders to Blake just before he begins his mission to steal the legendary Master Sunstone. And for the record, Blake is Black Sonichu. That's Blake. Christian renamed Black Sonichu to Blake because a lot of people complained about the racial undertones of a name called Black Sonichu. And also the fact that Chris is notoriously racist. So, like, I guess he decided to just change the name to Blake to stop the complaints. Anyway, at the end of the comic, Giovanni disappears from the series until Sonichu issue 7, where he's part of the Meeting of Villains, though Blake does mention him in Sonichu issue 6, seeing that Nature has been disrespectful to his father since his transformation into Raldnek Natsu Nature. Giovanni reappears for the final time in Sonichu issue 9 as a player in the war on Quickville. During the battle, he uses a jerk-off Punislav I don't know what the fuck that is, to capture Rose Chew in an attempt to blackmail Sonic Chew into instating Nature as the new mayor of Quickville. Though his cunning scheme is foiled when he is knocked out by a basketball throw by Bionic the Hedgehog. Soon after, Nature teleports him away to safety, and he is never seen again. Since Chris never explained what happened to Giovanni afterwards, it could be assumed that he's either turned to a good guy when Colossal Christian brainwashed all the members of the PVCC, assuming he was ever brainwashed at all. Giovanni was a douche way before merely Walsh showed up, so that's probably not it. Or else Giovanni just quit his job when PVCC fell and ran off to Mexico or something. Either that or Bionic accidentally killed him. My theory is Nate Cirque accidentally teleported him to another dimension where he got destroyed by the creatures living in that dimension. It's like that episode of Phineas and Ferb where Dr. Doofenshmirtz had that giant teleportation ray that he was showing off to all those scientists, but it ended up sending him into a giant like baby crib with like a giant monster in it, and they got eaten. Maybe that's what happened to fucking Giovanni and Christian's thing. Well, it's a short one today, guys, but anyway, that's it. So be sure to like, comment, share the video with your friends, and subscribe to the channels. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the month or year, whichever one comes first. I've seen crazier things happen. So thank you for watching, and remember to stay beautiful, because I most certainly will not do it for you.